Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Places Binding Wise again. Plus, we're rolling here. 7 wins in a row, feeling good. Look at our stats. Ooh, damage is good. Rate of fire and speed are pretty bad. HP is a little dangerous, but honestly, our damage stat being where it is means that we're actually not screwed. We might not even be that bad off right now. That badly off? Is that how that works? I'm just trying to make sure that I never miss with a shot. We can't be shooting willy-nilly because it takes forever for it to charge. And moreover, you know, we have the pencil, and as you can see, the pencil is basically like a 0 delay Monstros lung. So if we can ever get that pencil attack out there, like, you are an idiot. That's me talking to myself, by the way. I am shook. I literally can't even right now. Because just before this, I was looking up, okay? I had a question, very innocent question, popped into my young mind, curious mind. It said, is Diddy Kong Donkey Kong's son, Donkey Kong's brother, or are they unrelated by blood and merely share a common interest in taking down King K. Rool? Found the Nintendo wiki. Now, I have to admit, it's not a first-party wiki. It's not like it's owned and operated by Shigeru Miyamoto himself. So take this with a grain of salt. But Diddy Kong is Donkey Kong's sidekick. They're unrelated. That wasn't what blew my mind. What blew my mind is that according to this... According to this wiki, Donkey Kong is not the name of the ape that is in all the titular Donkey games. Donkey Kong, rather, is a title, not unlike, you know how the guy's name is T'Challa. His title is the Black Panther. Like, apparently that's how it works in the Donkey Kong universe. Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong. Then when he hung up his mantle, it passed to Donkey Kong, who is now the new Donkey Kong. But what the heck is Donkey Kong's name? Also, what does that make Donkey Kong Jr.? So they got 2 major questions. What is Donkey Kong's name? Don't you dare teleport. If it's not Donkey Kong, or is his name and job title the same? Like his job is like Steven Machinist and he's a machinist. Secondary question, who is Donkey Kong Jr.'s father? Because, you know, the people have been asking for a long time. I think we deserve to know. It's always, you know, when your childhood just gets destroyed like this, you gotta take a second and ask yourself, like, was it worth it, Shigeru? Thought we had a nice nuclear Kong family. You got Cranky, Wrinkly. Oh, you don't know Wrinkly Kong? Yo, get down with the lore. That's Cranky Kong's wife. All Kongs are an adjective except Donkey. And Diddy, I guess. Like, Diddy Kong predates the pseudonym of Sean Puffy Combs. I think he took it because he loved the video game so much. Much in the same way Lil Mario took the name of his favorite platforming game character. It's interesting, huh? Tech 2. We would still be able to shoot with our other eye. And we'd probably still get pencil usage. But I have to think it's probably not what we're looking for right now. Apart from that, this run is real nice right now. Little bit on the dangerous side, especially now. But a lot of positives. Let's see how we fare on this boss fight. And then we'll go from there. Okay, I want you to do a regular... That's what I'm looking for. And then I smack ya. And then I smack ya. Alright, pencil hits. Dude, the pencil is better than Doctor's Remote. More tiers upgrades so we get the pencil out faster, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just in case it's Crampo. No Crampo. Probably shouldn't have taken the HP yet, but, you know, I'm willing to do that. And we got double the consumables, and also this pays dividends on the chest. So that should tell you some degree of how confident I'm feeling right now. Maybe it's every 15 shots. You know what? We should check. 1, 12. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, we're firing too fast. I gotta shoot slower. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 50. Every 15. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If we wanted to do that for every room, I would describe that as possibly the most overkill I could ever imagine. I knew it. As soon as I got in there, I was like, we're done. But not necessarily a bad idea. And well, I mean, it's quite the opposite. It's like a straight up really good idea. There's no dissent that you could possibly offer, except for the fact that it's gonna take freaking forever. Don't you dare shoot. You know what? The only thing wrong with those red guys, the fact that they make creep is secondary to the fact that they keep their tongue stuck out for 100 years. So you never know when the next creep is coming. That's the real danger there. Anyway, I'm getting all distracted because of the pencil. I think we should treat the pencil the way we always do. Be happy to have it, but don't necessarily base your entire existence. Ooh, I really thought I could sneak out there. Around making it work. Peep this real quick. I do see a spirit heart. I'm willing to take a chance. Okay. I'm willing to take a chance. Fair enough. I love fighting a stationary enemy. An enemy made out of tissue paper. On the other hand, just gonna say, we get hit once, we're dead! Oh! That one has hurt me more than I ever would have expected to be hurt. Oh no. Because we started, I mean, HP was never a strong suit there, but we started looking okay. We lost some HP we shouldn't have lost, but man, that's a real nutcracker. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, language filter. And I'm like, yeah, language filter. But it's alright. You know, it's Isaac. You win some, you lose some. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. That one just hurts because we had the tools. Especially getting a Tears upgrade on one of our earlier boss fights. I really thought we were gonna cruise on that run. And we probably would have if we hadn't fought an enemy that does 1 heart per attack. I mean, again, now we're starting to construct the excuses in our head, but like, I should have beaten him, but simultaneously, you don't encounter that champion Mega Maw that often on the 3rd floor. I can't think. Most of the time, it's like, here's the hollow, and he's dead. I'm not getting the 5 cents. Why don't you take it? See if you can give me a bomb. Getting real lucky, by the way. Like, this is our 3rd battery charge on the very 1st floor. All right, a deal with the devil. This is one you gotta think about a little bit. I think I will take the nail. Let me explain why. If we don't take the nail because it doesn't... Wait, nah, it might not have been the best idea. But if we don't take the nail because we don't feel like it benefits us, which is fair, then when we get our next deal with the devil, I guess we would just evaluate it as if it was another deal with the devil. But in my head, I'm like, it's an all or nothing situation. If we choose not to take this, then we're doing it so that maybe we can get a deal with the devil chance, or sorry, a deal with the angel chance in the future. And if we get a deal with the angel chance in the future, that means we need to not take whatever our deal with the devil is next time. So in my head, I was like, well, what if we don't take this, but then we get brimstone later? Well, then obviously you would just pick up brimstone. It's not really much of an argument in the whole scheme of things. Hey, we got our HP back. Okay, so this is like a really, really good run right now. The defense is off the chain. I don't even want to start on the fact that we have Satanic Bible, which is also excellent. Little light in the consumable front, and Strange Attractor is one of the very rare items in the game for which, like, I can't even fathom a good synergy. I really, like... This item has been in the game for 100 years. I cannot think of a situation where I've been, like, happy to... Well, a situation where it has been worth having. I can think of situations where, I mean, I take it every time it shows up, more or less, but that's more because I'm a little bit of an idiot. I do want to peep Isaac's room. Could get 3 spirit hearts from here. It's a dirty room. Who's a dirty room? Don't really want Swallowed Penny. We'll get 3 spirit hearts from here after a deal with the devil. We'll probably take whatever's on the deal with the devil just because it basically is like trading 1 red heart for 3 spirit hearts now that we have that room available to us. And the slipped rib. I like it. I like it because it's like big fan, but I don't think it ruins every single one of our other orbitals. It's not good for offense, but for defense, it's A-okay. You know, you might not have believed me at the start of this episode that I was shook by that Donkey Kong news, but I'm being real with you, okay? It's like finding out that, you know, Mario doesn't wear overalls. That's just like the way his skin looks. It's not the kind of thing that's going to ruin my life, but it might leave me shattered for a day or two. See, I was kind of the opinion that Cranky Kong, or I was under the impression, I should say, that Cranky Kong was the patriarch of the family, Donkey Kong was his son, and then Diddy Kong was like Donkey Kong's younger brother. Instead, I guess it's kind of like Pawn Stars, and then Cranky Kong is like the old guy, and then Donkey Kong is Rick Harris, and then, I don't know, Diddy Kong is like Chum Lee or something like that. I don't know. It's like, I can't, it's a 3-generational thing, but then one of them's like not even related. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like, I'm not trying to say that the Konging industry is entirely, you know, rife with nepotism. I'm just saying, why is Donkey Kong, as his journeyman apprentice, he's taken on what appears to be a much younger colleague? You know, he doesn't have people of the same age that need that job. I just don't understand, I guess, is what it comes down to. So I took Headless Baby, but I have decided I am not going to go to Isaac's room because we already have 12 spirit hearts. There's really no reason to go. This run is great. It could fall apart. I say that not to alarm you, but only because Strange Attractor is a dangerous game we play. A tangled web we weave, you know what I mean? As of right now, everything's hunky-dory. But if we get lackadaisical, it could become Finding Dory. One of the more poorly received Pixar films. Still much better than the Cars franchise, admittedly, but Finding Dory, you know, is no Inside Out. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey, mister. He can't get me. In my head, I was like crunching the numbers and I was like, there's like a 5% chance he hits me. In reality, there was a 50% chance he hits me. Either he does or he doesn't. Can we I'm not mad, even though we lost the run that we should have won. And it was my own fault we lost, I want to be clear, but can we put a moratorium on adding new enemies to this game whose thing is they shoot at a 45-degree angle instead of the compass directions? We're getting a few too many of those. When you combine them with enemies who may or may not shoot at a 90 or a 45-degree angle, it creates a slight issue for those of us with normal human brains, you know? Makes things a lot harder. Dude, I did not realize slipped rib. First off, my favorite thing to order at the Cracker Barrel. Secondarily, the number one way to deflect enemy projectiles back at them? Is that what was happening? So I basically don't have my best interest at heart anymore. We are going to use Tammy's head. We're going to use Tammy's head because I love me some Hurtin' Power. You ever see the trailer for the 2006 film Rocky Balboa? You got calcium deposits on your joints. What we're going to do is build you some real Hurtin'. This is the one where Sylvester Stallone was like 58. Great movie, by the way. You're going to think I'm being facetious. Not at all. 0% facetiousness. Look at this genius level. Okay, so it's not like this is a useless Strange Attractor. It is worth it. It's annoying, but it's worth it. Is it worth it? Maybe we'll just stick with what we've got now. You know, we'll come back, grab this, and say, we don't need Tammy's head. So ignore that whole Herden power aside that we did there. I don't need it anymore. Maybe the defense is exactly what we need to elevate our game. A lot of people, especially when it came out, thought, you know, Rocky Balboa was like a joke movie. It was like, how can Sylvester Stallone conceivably take on a young boxer in the prime of his life? It just doesn't make sense. And, you know, that's really like, you gotta see the movie. That's the plot of the film, more or less. Because even at many points, it is not played straight, you know? It's not played like Sylvester Stallone's like, yeah, go gonna get him. I think I got a fair shot. You know, it's really Sylvester Stallone being like, I'm gonna go out into the ring and get murdered, but maybe it's the right thing to do because that's what my identity is as a boxer, and I don't know how else, you know, a man like Rocky Balboa fits into this modern world, you know? Anyway, I'm not gonna... It's not on Netflix, so I understand it's an uphill battle. I'm just saying, if you get the opportunity at any point in your life, your friend says, hey, I'm gonna watch Rocky Balboa. Frying Pan LP, thank you for the subscription. Don't be like, Rocky Balboa, isn't that the one where he's old? You should be like, I'm gonna come over and watch this movie with you, and we will have a fun time, chum. And that being said, I haven't seen Creed. I am a fan of the Rocky films. I should see Creed. Rocky is the weirdest film franchise as well. I haven't seen Creed, but Creed is very, very well received. Like, extremely well received as a movie. Hold up here. I just gotta... yeah, just gotta take damage accidentally. But the Rocky franchise oscillates so wildly between, like, parody and genius. It's kind of like my Isaac plays. Like, Rocky 1, amazing movie. Touching. Sad, melancholy. Testosterone fueled a little bit, but like, there's a lot of pathos in that movie. Rocky 2, more of the same, but not as good. Rocky 3, Rocky 4, self-parody. It gets into like this territory that to me makes no sense, where it's like, well, you know what it is that it went from being like a movie that uses sports as like a means for the story to take place. You know, it's like Rocky's a boxer. That means he gets punched in the head a lot. 2, Rocky is America, and you know, he has to, in Rocky 4, he basically defeats the Cold War, or wins the Cold War for the United States with his fists. Against a comical villain played by Dolph Lundgren by the name of Ivan Drago. Great film, by the way. Well, great movie. Not much of a film. Rocky 5 is just trash. Rocky Balboa comes back. The pathos returns. Creed comes back. The pathos returns. When in Creed 2, like, Apollo Creed's son is gonna, like, be losing a fight, and Rocky's gonna step into the ring with him and be like, hey, brother, I heard you needed a spare. Like, you son of a bitch. Sorry, YouTube. But I needed to say the B word for the joke, okay? Ask your parents about the B word. They'll let you watch Breaking Bad when you're 16, and it's gonna be worth it. That's a great show. Anyway. And then in, you know, Rocky 8... well, actually, I guess technically Creed 2 would be like Rocky 8, but, you know, Rocky 9 is going to be like about Apollo Creed's grandson. It's going to be extremely well received. It'll be directed by Ava DuVernay. And Rocky 10 will be like Rocky, the original Rocky Balboa, long dead, has had his soul and consciousness uploaded into an AI. And he has to, like, box an alien in order to save the human race. It's gonna be a whole thing. I can't wait to see where this franchise goes, dude. It's like the Fast and the Furious for your emotions. But with punching as well. I'm so happy that we chose to stick with the Satanic Bible. Think, you know, my head was in the right place to some extent. I was like, I want to kill enemies faster and I'll take less damage. What I didn't bank on was Strange Attractor is annoying. And I don't want to put too many Strange Attractor shots into the air, or I'm going to be annoyed. So we'll just kind of roll this like a sword and shield run. The only difference between this and Dark Souls is that instead of being in control of my sword and shield, my shield rotates, you know, behind me. Dude, piercing shot's pretty solid. And my sword rotates behind me at alternating intervals. So we got to be, you know, a little bit aware. Ooh, my lord. Okay. You know what? You got me. I had a dodge pattern there, and you saw through it. Can't get enough. Gonna be using a lot of bombs here. Not bad. Hey, well, you know what? Thank you, but also please ask next time. Excuse me, that's a secret room. I don't know if you know this. Okay, it's not. It's not. I thought maybe I just placed the bomb in a terrible location. Really, just hit me. That's all I can say. At this point, I appreciate... it looks like we're going to avoid the classic Northernlion curse, which is when you lose a run of Isaac, and then the rest of the video is you losing over and over again. On the other hand, the one bad thing about it is that it takes some of the high stakes out of it. Because pretty much, unkillable is a strong word, but we're tough to kill. And we're gonna make boss rush as well. I mean, if we could just have that loss be a little blip in the road, that's fine by me. I don't want to be the guy who loses once every 7 Isaac runs. We've kind of occupied that role recently. I think that's losing too much. I think if I could be the guy who loses once every 15 Isaac runs, I could be okay with that. I think that's an okay space for me to occupy. Alright, so let's head down. 8 rate of fire, 6 damage, piercing shots. It's good. In fact, it's quite good. But it's not good enough to make me forget about Satanic Bible. And by Satanic Bible, I mean Sacrificial Dagger. At least that time, they were both 2 words. Started with the same letter on the first word. Here's the thing. I could teleport out of here, but I'm going to save it for boss rush. Gotta work on, like, gratification delaying a little bit, you know? I'm too eager to be like, well, I don't want to fight these guys, and I'll just pop the hermit card. It's like you go to the grocery store, you buy something you want to eat, you come home, you immediately open it, you know? You gotta... You don't have to, I mean, you're an adult, but... You should wait, like, a couple of hours at the very least. Cook yourself a nice dinner. Don't just have a dinner of whatever snack you picked up at the grocery store. It's not the spirit of adult life. And if you get mad at me for saying that, and you're like, I'm an adult, I can do what I want, I respect that. I do it myself. I'm just saying we shouldn't do it. If you're mad at me, I think you're just mad at yourself because you know that I'm right, even though if I don't follow my own advice every time. You know, people use the expression. I don't like this expression. I've said it before. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Because I think the idiom itself is fine, which means, basically, again, what it means is you should, especially if something is bad for you, you shouldn't do it often. But even moderation is something that you should not do every time, which means that every now and then you should go all out, have a lot of fun, right? Behave badly. The reason I don't like that expression is because I feel like it's almost always used to defend, like, consistent bad behavior. Like, I think it's people, like, consistently drink way too much and then go everything in moderation, including moderation, right? And you're like, yeah, but that's like, you know, you're not really doing that. And that's fine, you know, it's your journey. I'm just saying you can't use the expression as armor if you're not adhering to the rules of the expression. We've already got Bookworm. You gotta put, like, another caveat on that. It would be like, everything in moderation, including moderation, except in situations where, you know, it's like literal poison or something like that. Ugh. Well, I think out of all these, We probably like X-ray vision the most. We don't really like any of them very much, though. Halitosis, no breathing. Don't give a fudge if I cut my arm bleeding. Nah. I mean, we've already taken it at this point. Golden Teleporter. An item I love starting with. No interest in it as the game goes on. Like an NHL draft bust, you know? You draft Oli Uelevi, 5th overall, 2016. First year, you're like, he's not going to make the team. Probably send him back to the OHL. After that, you're like, he's probably going to make the team. Disappointing training camp? Nah, it's okay. Season him for another year in the Finnish League. Over there in the Finnish League, not doing so hot. You know, you start to go, we're entertaining trade offers on this guy. Like, it's not like he's necessarily a bust, but he may not blossom into the player that we wanted. You know, we want that pick back. It is what it is. And I'm not trying to insult Oli Uelevi. I don't know. He might be watching these videos. I'm just saying, like, I hope it works out for you. The Vancouver Canucks have, like, they've invested a lot of our hopes and dreams, and, you know, you eventually becoming a regular NHL player. I hope that you make the show this year, and best of luck to you. And if you don't, for the rest of your career, people are going to be like, we should have gotten Sergachev instead. Alright, we got the holy trinity of orbitals. I think we're just good to go. Only thing I'm disappointed about, no map. Would love a map. We're probably going to get a secret room here. Not here, but on this next room. Yes, we did. Run. Ooh, that was scary. Excuse me. Hey. If only, I mean, we could take Potato Peeler to get one extra level of cube of meat, but it's so highly not worth it. If only I could use it on the Eternal Heart, I might consider it, because the invincibility is worth a lot. This is sick, though. Okay. So, Curse of the Labyrinth means that our deal with the Devil chance is going to be disproportionately low, but I think that's fine, because we have a lot less rooms to go to. It's going to expedite the conclusion of this run. Not that it's necessary, but again, you know, without being needlessly, like, I don't want to sound negative, but this is a run that as of right now is consequence free. It's like the inverse of the way that the run started. Like 70% of our character model is surrounded by orbitals. Even when we get hit, we got Satanic Bible coming through in the clutch constantly. Things could go wrong, but they're very, very likely to not. And, yeah, you know what? Give the people what they want. Slightly more rooms in the Binding of Isaac. I'm telling you, I genuinely think there's only room in my brain for me to be good at, like, 1 to 2 games simultaneously. And for a while it's been Isaac, and I would love to re-add it to the Pantheon, but I've been investing a lot of, and you're gonna be like, prove it. Well, you know, when you watch the later episodes, you'll find it proven, I think, at least for now. Not later episodes, but episodes that come out later than now. I've invested a lot of my brain power into Darkest Dungeon, and I've been ranking insanely well in Slay the Spire lately. So I think it's just those two have, and a little bit of NHL 18 maybe. I know you're like, I've been watching those EASHL videos. You guys aren't good at NHL. I know we are not good at NHL. I'm not putting the blame at anybody's feet. I'm not suggesting that it would be helpful if every person on our EASHL team could learn the controls. That would help out a great deal. All I'm saying is, you know, my own win rate in solos is much higher than like 6 wins and 28 losses or whatever the heck we're at in EASHL with this. So I'm not trying to say I'm good, I'm just saying it's bumped a little bit of Isaac acumen out of there, you know? I think it's mostly a joke, but there's a little nugget of truth. That, you know, your brain, it's got its own little gas tank up there. Diesel, bio, ethanol, corn oil, you know. It depends if you got a Tesla or a Ford Ranger from 1995. And I finished doing a Slay the Spire run, and I've done, like, arithmetic properly for the first time in my adult life, and I rank well. And then I start up Isaac, and my brain is like, I don't know what any of these things do. I'm just gonna get hit. And if you got a problem with it, then, you know, give me some glucose. And I'm like, brain, you can't have that much glucose. It's bad for the pancreas. And it goes, I don't care about that guy. Just take him out. And I go, you can't do that. You can't just take out your pancreas. It produces all these incredibly important, you know, metabolic hormones and stuff like that. Brain doesn't get it. Brain's just like, fine. I'm gonna think about something embarrassing you did when you were 11 then. Oh, come on, brain. Don't subject me to that again. We've been through this. Anyway, my brain's a real jerk is what I'm trying to say. He's mostly nice. And yeah, it's a he. Got a problem. It's my brain. Be whatever I want it to be. Well, you basically suck. A few extra spirit hearts. I would love to sneak a little deal with the devil chance. Definitely not gonna fight Hush. We should do it. It's been a while since we fought Hush. To be fair, on a lot of our recent runs, we haven't even beaten the timer for it. We did beat the odds. We'll take both, absolutely. Leviathan, that's nice. The Pact, stats are looking better. Honestly, it's range and shot speed that makes me not want to fight the Hush right now. We'll pencil it in. We'll pencil it. Hush appointment tomorrow. If possible. If you got time. Yeah, we got pretty lucky there. So I think my brain's gas tank. I'm not saying it's empty. I'm not saying there's not room for something else. I'm just saying it's oh my god. Hello? Ruka? Is everything okay? That was a crazy meow. You know what it is? I smell cooked spam. And I'm pretty sure this guy's like, that's cat food. We've been dealing with it for a while, you know? Not everybody's a fan of spam. I really looked down on it for a long time. Anytime I say that, people get mad at me. They're like, why do you hate poor people? It's not like someone says, I like spam, and I go, you're poor. That's not what it's like. First off, spam is expensive here. It's like don't you jump on the computer. It's $3.54 a can. No joke. Not joking with you. You can look it up, probably. Don't jump on that computer. I see you. You, come here. Come here. Spam's also, this is gonna surprise you, it's like a luxury food in Korea. They give it away as like in baskets. The same way you'd give away like a fruit basket in North America. They give away like a basket of flavored spam. I'm not joking at all. It's one of the reasons that maybe it's more expensive. Hey, stop. Why are you so crazy right now? You're not even Beyonce in 2003. Looking so crazy, your spam got me looking so crazy, your spam. Secondarily, it's just that I was like, canned meat sounds bad. You know, like look at the difference between canned tuna, which I've probably eaten about 1,000 times in my life, versus fresh tuna. The difference is night and day. So I was like, you know, ham versus canned ham, probably gonna be a lot worse with the canned ham, but honestly, I've grown to like spam. Quite a lot. I wouldn't describe it as meat, necessarily. Oh, I should have stuck with Unicorn Stump. I was like, we'll just double everything, and if it doesn't work, no big deal. And then I was like, we lost our 2 best items. Oh well. I wouldn't describe it as like a high-class meat product, but that's fine. It's like the exact opposite of prosciutto. You know, when you get prosciutto, if you order prosciutto at the deli, they like ring a big bell. They go, "Oh, sole mio." You know, that's maybe a little offensive, but that's okay. It's a reference to opera. Look it up, sweetie. Hey, maybe it's not opera. It might just be singing, but I don't speak Italian, and that makes it harder for me to tell which is which. Second secret room. Okay, see you later. Cat, why are you freaking? Your hair's all bristling and stuff. And they take out like a solid gold meat shaver. How many slices of prosciutto would you like today, sir? Can I get like 9 slices? 9 slices? Everybody, this guy's getting 9 slices of prosciutto. Cinnamon. Yes, I see you. You are my son. Why are you being so needy right now? It's not. I don't think it's a totally fine characteristic to exist in a pet. I mean, literally, you rely on me for just about everything in your entire existence. But like, I'm just saying, most of the time, I try to pet you, and most of the time he likes it. But some of the time, I try to pet you, and you're like, "Don't pet me. I'm above you." Right now, I try to stop petting you, and you're like, don't you dare. We know who wears the pants in this house. No, you can't go there. That's not where pets go. That's where the keyboard sits. Okay. As long as we don't completely brick it up here, we're fine. That was a colossal mistake to not be able to take either Unicorn Stump or Satanic Bible, but look at this. We're completely fine. Invincibility alone will do it, but feels like I'm walking on sunshine will also do it. So let's try to finish as respectfully as possible. Respectably as possible. Okay. Loss that we shouldn't have lost. And then a win that shouldn't have even been close. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.